Kia ora, namaste, and good morning, everyone. It is a great pleasure to be here in India and to join you all here at the NXT conference. India is a country that doesn't just talk about the future, it is actively shaping it. And that is exactly why New Zealand sees India as not simply as a partner for today, but as a partner for the long term. Let me start with a simple message. For New Zealand, our relationship with India is no longer a nice to have. It is a strategic necessity for our economy, for our security, and for our place in the world. We are living in a time of global uncertainty. The world is more contested, more complex, and more interconnected than it has been at any point in recent memory. Supply chains are shifting, strategic alignments are evolving, economic resilience, security, and trusted partnerships matter more now than ever. In this environment, countries like New Zealand must be deliberate about where we invest our energy, our diplomacy, and our trust. India's global influence is no longer emerging, it is established and growing. India is not only the world's most populous nation, home to around 1.4 billion people, it is the fifth largest economy and is projected to become the third largest by 2030. It is a major player in international affairs, a member of the G20, a key voice in the United Nations, a member of the Quad, and an influential leader across the global south. India's strategic location in the Indo-Pacific, its commitment to democratic governance, and its growing leadership in digital innovation, a vibrant space industry, and regional security make it a critical partner for countries like New Zealand. And then there is the pace of growth. Over the past decade, India has built thousands of kilometres of new highways and more than doubled its number of airports from 74 to 157. Your middle class is now estimated at over 445 million people. That represents one of the largest and fastest growing consumer markets in the world. In short, India is shaping the future of our region, and New Zealand intends to be part of that future. Recognising this, the New Zealand government has taken deliberate practical steps to strengthen our relationship with India. Over the past 2 years, engagement has increased significantly across political, economic, defence and people-to-people connections. In March last year, Prime Minister Christopher Luxon led one of the largest trade missions in New Zealand's history to India. That visit wasn't symbolic, it was a signal of intent. It said clearly that New Zealand sees India as a long-term partner and that we are prepared to invest time and effort and the political capital required to make that partnership work. Because strong relationships are built not on press releases, they are built on showing up, listening carefully, and delivering results. However, India and New Zealand share more than economic opportunity. Our historical ties stretch back to the 1890s with Indian migration to New Zealand. Today, around 300,000 New Zealanders of Indian descent call our country home, about 6% of our population. Many were born in New Zealand. Many were born here in India or in Fiji. We share Commonwealth heritage, similar legal systems, business practices, democratic traditions, and a love of sport, particularly cricket. And I'd like to take the opportunity to congratulate India for winning the T20 World Cup final. Unfortunately, that was at our expense. This year, our two countries will celebrate 100 years of sporting ties, marking the first sporting fixture between New Zealand and India an army hockey match in 1926. These people-to-people connections matter. They underpin trust, they deepen understanding, and they give our economic and strategic partnership real substance. Economically, the opportunity is clear. India is New Zealand's 12th largest trading partner. In the year ended September 2025, total trade reached 3.8 billion New Zealand dollars, a 25% increase on the previous year, with New Zealand recording a modest trade surplus. In March 2025, our two countries began negotiations towards a comprehensive free trade agreement. In December 2025, our Prime Ministers and Trade Ministers announced that those negotiations had concluded. That agreement represents a significant opportunity, not just to grow trade volumes, but to build deeper, more resilient economic ties over time. And it's important to be honest, many of those opportunities are long-term. Market development takes patience, trust takes consistency, success requires persistence. Let me give you one practical example. New Zealand wine exports to India remain very modest, just 23,000 litres, valued at under 300,000 New Zealand dollars in the year to June 2025. That's less than 1% of our total wine exports. Yet interest in the Indian wine market is very strong. Indian consumers are increasingly embracing wine, driven by changing preferences, rising disposable incomes, urbanisation, and a perception of wine as a premium and sophisticated product. The opportunity is real, but so are the challenges, particularly high tariffs, and the need for sustained market development. This is exactly where the free trade agreement matters, not as a quick fix, but as a long-term enabler of deeper commercial engagement. Another area where New Zealand brings real value to this partnership is space. Despite our size, New Zealand has become one of the world's top 3 countries for space launches in recent years, driven by a vibrant, commercially focused space sector, from advanced launch capabilities to satellite technology and downstream applications. Our space industry is innovative, agile, and globally connected. It's a powerful example of how a small country can contribute meaningfully to frontier technologies, and an area where collaboration with India's own world-leading space capabilities holds exciting potential. But our partnership is not just economic. New Zealand sees India as a key Indo-Pacific partner. In March 2025, our two countries signed a defence cooperation arrangement. We have since undertaken exchanges and exercises that support regional security and mutual understanding. In an increasingly complex Indo-Pacific, relationships built on shared values, transparency, and respect for international rules matter more now than ever. So where to from here? The message from New Zealand is clear. We're committed to build a deeper, broader, and more enduring relationship with India, one that spans trade, innovation, security, culture, sport, and people-to-people connections. We understand this is a long-term journey. There will be challenges. There will be moments of frustration, but the direction is right and the potential is enormous. Direct air connectivity, stronger business links, greater cultural exchange, and continued political engagement will all play a role in unlocking that potential. So in closing, let me finish where I began. India is not just an important part of New Zealand, it is an essential one. And New Zealand is committed to being an active, ambitious, and reliable partner for India. We want to grow together, We want to innovate together, and we want to contribute together to a stable, prosperous Indo-Pacific region. Thank you for the opportunity to be here. I wish the NXT conference every success, and I look forward to the next chapter in the New Zealand Indo-India partnership. Namaste, kia ora.